Small, relatively inexpensive satellites referred to as CubeSats will provide a variety of technology demonstrations on the space station using NanoRacks. NanoRacks house experiments, and we recently spoke with the operations manager and payload developer with NanoRacks to find out more about these tiny inventions. All right, Rob, the logo is Space for Everyone. What does that mean? It's a NanoRack.
Okay, well, what a NanoRack is a cube, or we can do a double cube or a triple cube or a quadruple cube. We have a couple platforms on the International Space Station that include USB ports that you can plug these into. So what you do is you fit your experiment inside this cube that connect to the controller card into the cube, and then we plug it into the platform on the ISS. Now, some people don't want to fit their experiment inside the cubes. They want to fly something else. So we have some facilities such as this microscope. We have one just like this on board that the crew plugs into one of the laptops, points it on something interesting.
Nano, tiny, right?
Yes.
So space is limited on the
Yes.
space station, so it's perfect for folks to get their experiments to fit into something like this.
Yes, I mean, this is a 10 by 10 by 10 centimeter cube. And so for the opportunity to fly, we are relatively inexpensive, and we do things very fast from concept to flight in 9 months. So to take advantage of the opportunity, a lot of research developers are willing to downscale their experiment so that it will fit inside our structure rather than trying to fit the spacecraft around the experiment.
And a unique concept as well is you have educators and researchers all over putting their
Yes.
experiments in here, but you also have educators building these NanoRacks.
Yes, we've got several programs that involve schools from around the world. One of our most successful programs involves Valley Christian High School in San Jose, California, has flown 4 of these boxes so far that have split a NanoRack into 4 submodules or mini labs. And they fit a different experiment in each of these mini labs with a camera, and I've been able to pull down real-time pictures from each of the mini labs.
What types of experiments will go into something like that? What are they
We've
flying?
had bacterial growth experiments, ferrofluid experiments. They're about to fly up a CO2 sensor that they'd like to test, and plant growth seedlings, and aluminum bronzing type experiments. So it really works with whatever can fit inside the tube, inside the cube, and fits within NASA safety rules.
Why is this so unique for NASA and the space station to have this capability?
Well, we are a private company, and we do not have our selection process is who is ready to fly and who is able to provide us the funding to fly their experiment. And we do things very, very quickly. We don't require a long process to decide who's more worthy than anybody else. And we also provide a simple structure that researchers can work within. And fortunately, we have a close partnership with NASA so that we're constantly working with NASA, making sure that the suggested experiments will fall within the safety requirements. I'm a former safety person myself, so that does help.
That does help.
And NASA helps us with development of the procedures. We do the crew training for them, and so this gives a gateway to the space station that was not always already there.
Not bad for a company that started out in someone's garage, then moved to a U-Haul, and now have a larger, very busy production facility.